So, we're back with another sketch today. Should we get straight into it?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's have a look.
Give me a chance to finish my toast.
Okay, bye-bye. Can I help you, sir?
And we'd like a room for 2 nights, please.
Let's watch that one more time.
Bye-bye. Can I help you, sir?
And we'd like a room for 2 nights, please.
Okay, so what we'll see here, there's a second night here with his mask over.
Yeah.
That's no mistake.
Okay.
If he doesn't show his face, you don't have to pay him as much. Yeah.
Oh, is that right?
So they're saving on costs here.
Industry.
There's a little industry insider stuff there. So first rule of comedy, isn't it? Save money where you can. All right. So we're seeing that exhibited here, and it's really, really wise what they're doing there, because they're going to get more out of the rest of the sketch. It's going to give them more room in their budget to make it as funny and to dress the setup as nicely as they have here. Yeah.
So they got the phone and they got all sorts of stuff like that.
If they'd shown the face of that second night, they might not have been able to afford the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was a nice way of setting it up, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what preoccupied me was I think I'd have gone for 3 nights.
Right, okay.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if you've got the same experience, but like 2 nights, first night, you know, you've got to travel there. Like a friend of mine lives like way north of Manchester, so like that would take him all day to get there, him and his wife. And then you'd have the night, and then you've just got 1 day to enjoy yourself, and you might be a bit tired from the journey the day before. Then another night, and then you've got to set back up. Whereas if you do 3 nights, you've got 2 full days.
Yes, that's how you feel about holidays in general. Does it apply to the sketch? So
Well, that's just the first thing that came into my head. As soon as they said a room for 2 nights, I kind of thought, just do 3 nights.
they're both wearing full plate armour.
Yeah.
And by the early 18th century, full plate armour would really have only been worn by commanders and royalty. So that puts this around early 18th century, whereas the term hotel wasn't actually in use until about 1768, I've got here, with the Royal Clarence Hotel in Exeter.
Okay.
So this is much more likely to just be an inn. Yeah? So really, if we're going historically accurate here, which we always should with comedy, he should be saying, I'd like a room for 2 nights at the inn.
Premier Inn or whatever it might have been, yeah.
And this sign that she's got above her at the beginning of the sketch, hotel reception, it's a historical inaccuracy, unfortunately.
It could be in reception.
In reception, yeah.
With 2 N's.
With 2 N's, not yet.
Otherwise, because
Good
everyone
spot.
knows they're in... Well, no, I suppose it'd be you're in reception.
In reception.
Yeah.
You're you are in.
The other thought that I had is if this is going to be credible, I think there's a credibility problem. Battles at that point, as you've said, they were organised with almost military precision, weren't they? Some of them. So it would have all have been booked ahead. There would probably have been a tie-in between the hotel and the people organising the battle. They would have booked rooms in a block of rooms, plus 2 nights. Like the attrition rate, as you all know better than anybody, because I know you've been involved in all of that live action role play stuff around.
No, we don't mention that.
Okay. No? Why would you book 2 nights? The attrition rate in some of these battles was massive.
Yep.
So you book 1 night. If you're lucky enough to survive,
Pay as you go.
pay as you go.
Yep. Much more realistic. You're not going to know if you're going to be there for 2 nights. And that was the sad reality of those battles, wasn't it?
It was.
It's very optimistic of him to come in and ask for 2 nights.
Thinking about that though, supposing you do survive,
Yeah.
then you think, I'm absolutely knackered now, and I haven't got a room. I'm gonna have to try, and it might be booked up.
So in some ways, what you're saying is a block booking is the smart play.
Well, maybe thinking about it now, yeah, maybe it is.
And coming back to budget, you make a block booking, you might even get a discount. If you go and pay as you go, then you might be paying the highest rate that you can.
Yeah.
So Maybe that's what they're going for in this
Yeah.
sketch. Yeah.
And like I said, I mean, I'm going to a wedding next year, and they've got the wedding venue. I've got a tie-in with some of the local hotels, and you get a discount code, and you get, I think, 20% off the hotel booking. So it probably, I mean, obviously it's not like a wedding, a battle. I'm not trying to draw much of a parallel between those two, other than that they're both organised events. So also the phone shouldn't be on the desk. It should be on the lower part of the desk. The phone is for her use, for the use of other hotel staff and operatives. Anyone who comes to clean the phone, because that's quite an important thing for infection control.
Yes.
Anyone who comes to service all of the telecoms and data installations within the hotel and the wider environment. It's not for the use of the guests. I cannot reinforce that. It is not for the use of the guests, okay? There will be, this is the 70s or 80s, there will be a pay phone in the lobby. That is for the use of the guests, not this phone, all right?
Okay. All right. Well, that was the 2 nights sketch. A lot of fun, but I think we've probably fixed it there. So
I think we've brought it up to date.
Yep. Good work there. So if you've got a comedian or a sketch that you would like us to take a look at, please comment down below and we'll do exactly that. But for now, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.